If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving forward. Greetings to the College of Love and Charity. I am Zachary Chandler Bell, a second-year business administration student from the great city of Jacksonville, Florida. I currently serve in the 50th Student Senate as Judicial and Rules Vice Chairman. Today, I have the honor and privilege of serving and presiding over the virtual Student Government Association Inauguration. Please join me in welcoming the 114th Miss Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, Erica Nicole Johnson, for the National Anthem, followed by the welcome and occasion by Miss Mia Azell.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, o'er the heart of the
Welcome Rattlers, faculty, staff, and guests to our Student Government Association Inauguration. Greetings, I am Mia Diamond Azell, a second-year broadcast journalism student from Jacksonville, Florida. It is with great honor and pride that we welcome today and honor our leaders, Dr. Robinson, Dr. Hudson, Student Body President McClinton, Student Body Vice President Wiggum, and all elected officials that serve with excellence and caring at the helm of our university. Although we are virtual for this inaugural ceremony, we will be remiss not to revel in the lauded work that they have done on behalf of our student body, both on campus and at home. At our university, student leaders and leadership means to be in touch with the pulse of our campus, vowing to fulfill our standards of exemplary service. Even amidst the pandemic, they have taught us that even when the dark clouds gather on the horizon, perseverance means to keep on striking, and striking again. Today, we thank them for all they've done on our behalf.
Thank you so much, Erica and Mia. We will now have the oaths of office administered by Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. William E. Hudson, Jr., and the 12th University President, Dr. Larry Robinson.
As I call your name, would you please come forward? Ricky Rodriguez, Associate Chief Justice. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Ricky Rodriguez,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
to defend,
to defend,
uphold,
uphold,
and abide by
and abide by
the Constitution
the Constitution
and statutes
and statutes
of the Student Government Association
of the Student Government Association
and the policies
and the policies
of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University.
of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University.
and faithfully
and faithfully
execute the duties
and responsibilities
of my office
of my office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Marvin Lavelle, Chief Justice. Left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Marvin Lavelle,
Do solemnly swear
or affirm
to defend, uphold, and abide by the Constitution
the Constitution
and statutes
and statutes
of the Student Government Association
of the Student Government Association
and the policies
of
Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University,
Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University,
and faithfully execute
the duties
and responsibilities
of my office
to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Marcus Thomas, Senate President Pro Tempore. Left hand, raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Marcus Thomas,
Do solemnly swear
or affirm
to defend,
uphold,
and abide by the Constitution and statutes of the Student Government Association and the policies of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, and faithfully execute the duties and responsibilities of my office to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Chanel Brown, Senate President. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Chanel Brown,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm
to defend,
uphold,
and
abide by
the
Constitution and statutes of the Student Government Association and the policies of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, and faithfully execute the duties and responsibilities of my office to the best of my abilities. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Carrington Wiggum, Student Body Vice President. Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Carrington Wiggum,
Do solemnly swear
or affirm
to defend,
uphold,
and abide by
the
Constitution and statutes of the Student Government Association and the policies of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, and faithfully execute the duties and responsibilities of my office to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Please join me in welcoming the 12th University President, Dr. Larry Robinson, to administer the oath of office to Student Body President Xavier McClinton.
Thank you, and hello everyone. It's my pleasure to provide this swearing in for the Student Government Association President, Dominique Xavier McClinton. Would you please join me, sir, at the podium and bring along with your family who are bringing with them the Bible. Thank you. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Xavier McClinton,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm
to
to defend,
to defend,
uphold,
uphold,
and abide by
the
Constitution and statutes
Constitution and statutes
of the Student Government Association
of the Student Government Association
and the policies of
the
Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University,
the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University,
and faithfully execute
the
duties and responsibilities
of
the office of the President
to
to the best of my ability.
the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations to the newly sworn in, elected, and appointed Student Government Association officials. We will now have remarks from the judicial branch heads. Associate Chief Justice Ricky Rodriguez, followed by Chief Justice Marvin Lavelle.
Greetings to the students and faculty of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. My name is Ricky Rodriguez. I am a fourth-year political science student with a minor in pre-law from Miami, Florida, and I currently serve as the Associate Chief Justice of the Student Supreme Court and Judicial Branch. Where you see wrong or inequality or injustice, speak out, because this is your country. This is your democracy. Make it, protect it, pass it on. This is a quote by the great Thurgood Marshall, who many of you know, served as an Associate Justice on the Supreme Court of the United States. When I first arrived here at Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, I knew that I had the responsibility to contribute to the betterment of this university, and the Student Government Association was the way. I believe that through our active participation in all branches of our government, we can be that advocate and protector of students and their rights, and that's what a student leader is about. It is about making sure that everyone is treated equal, and that the students on this campus have a voice in all aspects concerning our welfare. In the judicial branch, our way of contributing to the betterment of the student body and the university is ensuring that the student body constitution, statutes, and the regulations of this university are not violated while protecting the rights of all students. I have contributed to the judicial branch and the Student Government Association since my freshman year, presiding over committees and working to make sure our laws and regulations are being upheld. And I have a vision for the judicial branch to make certain that all students know that we are here to protect their rights and that we are here to prevent any injustice from taking place according to our documents. To make certain that all students know, as a member of the judicial branch and the Student Government Association, I am here to address any concerns or questions you may have. Due to my time in the Student Government Association, I know that being a student leader is held to a much higher standard. The student body has entrusted us, the Student Government Association, with effectively and efficiently executing our duties prescribed within our documents. I plan on continuing my contributions to the student body in my official capacity as Associate Chief Justice of the Student Supreme Court and Judicial Branch to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Greetings. I am Marvin Lavelle, a graduating senior economics student with a minor in business from West Palm Beach, Florida. Question. Life ever hit you so hard it made you want to smack your mama? Nah, I'm playing. Bad joke. No, but seriously, have you ever reached what you thought to be the lowest point in your life? A point in which you didn't know if you were going to bounce back or not. 5 years ago, I lost my best friend in the entire world, my older brother. From there, things started to go well for me. I excelled on the basketball court. I turned his death into a positive, motivating thing for me. And I got into FAMU. So life was good. Then boom, 2020 hit. And I probably shed more tears that year than I had done in the previous 5. 2 weeks from Monday will make 1 year since I lost my line brother in the same exact way that I lost my biological brother. Fast forward a couple months after that incident, I hit rock bottom. Not only did it break my heart to lose an election that I so badly wanted, it hurt more that I broke my promise that I made to my line brother when he told me just a few weeks prior to his passing that I had to win. But I'm not here, with the intentions of getting up here and making you guys sad or anything. I simply want to deliver one message. To anyone who is or will experience a low point in your life, it will be okay. If it's one thing that life has taught me, It's that every single loss you take is one step closer towards a big win. And boy, did I win after those few months of adversity. So embrace the L's you take in life. Get knocked out and get knocked down, but get right back up and hold your head high. And once you do find yourself catching a W up on that mountain, remain humble, because all it takes is one left turn for you to end up right back at the bottom. Life is a series of mountains. It has low points, it has high points. But through it all, you can't navigate it without faith. Faith in yourself, faith in those around you, and most importantly, faith in the Most High. Now, while I could go on all day about overcoming adversity, I want to leave each and every single one of you with a simple message. Take care of yourself. Take care of those around you, and let those around you take care of you. Because at the end of the day, we can't eat together if we're not starving together. Whatever you're going through or will go through, I promise it'll get better. Thank you. Long live Tiandre Anthony Brown. Long live Gamar Lavelle. God bless.
Thank you so much for those kind words. We will now have remarks from the legislative branch heads. Senate President Pro Tempore Marcus Thomas and Senate President Chanel Brown.
Greetings. I am Marcus Thomas, a second-year business administration student from Pensacola, Florida, and I currently serve as the Senate President Pro Tempore for the 50th Student Senate. To the campus of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, the campus that exudes excellence with caring and has encouraged and helped build me into who I am today. I come before you all with such a humble heart and with gratitude that stretches to the highest of 7 hills. As FAMU Rattlers, many of us who are Black Americans, first-generation college students, and products of economically disadvantaged households, we know that there are obstacles that life may bring, and hurdling the fear that comes with troubled waters are the true test of a student's ability to be successful. Upon my arrival at this illustrious university, I have experienced things that may have been very trying. Things that have showed and have built character and grit. In a time like this, we as Rattlers, we as people, we as a family have endured things that we may have thought to be unimaginable. I know that we see dark clouds gathering around the horizon, dark clouds in the form of a pandemic. Nelson Mandela once said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." In some tribes, Rattlers were viewed as both powerful and dangerous. And I know that we are just that, and that we will fight and win whatever the battle be. I, Marcus Thomas Jr., the product of 2 God-fearing parents, stand here today, not boastful nor proud, but humbled by the task before our great Student Government Association, grateful for the opportunity our noble institution has bestowed upon me. It was not by our strength that FAMU has risen to be the powerhouse that it is known to be today. Nevertheless, it will be by the might instilled in us through the student struggle and our great Rattler heritage that we rise above the challenges among us today. Challenges that are rooted in the form of a pandemic, heightened racial tensions, police brutality, and transitioning to a virtual academic environment. Remember, Rattlers, that it was through grit and perseverance with other members of the state university system that State Representative and FAMU alum Ramon Alexander was able to lobby for access to designated weekly COVID-19 vaccine hubs. It was through perseverance that Keisha Lansbottoms was able to place a temporary moratorium on residential evictions in the Atlanta community. It is with the same spirit and same perseverance and togetherness that the Student Government Association calls upon every pupil on the campus of Florida A&M University to rally to its standards of excellence and leadership. Humbly today, I accept this call to service as I am being inaugurated as the Student Senate President Pro Tempore. With eyes fixed on the horizon, God's grace shining upon us, I charge every Rattler in joining Student Government Association's mission to move this illustrious university forward. Thank you, Rattlers, for the opportunity to serve. God bless you, and God bless FAMU. Thank you.
Greetings to Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. I am Chanel Lachey Brown, a graduating psychology student with a minor in business administration from Tampa, Florida, and I proudly serve as your 50th Student Senate President. When you speak of delays, you never set a timeline at which you're to overcome. You just work hard and have faith that when the time is right, you will indeed emerge triumphant. This Senate presidency has proven that timing and patience is not only the virtue, but the key to success in life. From the humble beginnings of an assistant Senate secretary, I presented myself to the 49th Student Senate on a platform of resiliency. Resiliency through loss, resiliency in understanding God's timing, resiliency through a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic as student leaders. I am grateful that through the trials and tribulations of this presidency, I remain determined above all. To my parents, family, friends, mentors, and supporters, I thank you for getting on this journey and being with me daily. Your encouragement and never wavering faith in me as a leader and as a sister, daughter, and a friend has kept me going on days I didn't think I could go anymore. The days that the dark clouds gather were ones I will hold near and dear, for those are the ones that helped shape me into the person I am today. FAMU has many firsts. I stand before you today as the first Madam Senate President in 6 years, the first of this decade, and the first to serve and work in unprecedented circumstances. To the 50th Student Senate and every student leader after who was elected or appointed to walk the halls of the student government offices, physically or virtually. And to all of the students who stood before Florida A&M University and humbly vied to serve and wish to grow, please always remember to hold yourselves to the high standard of being critical thinkers, dedicated workers, and committed servant leaders, no matter the status, title, and public acceptance. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those remarks. We will now have remarks from the Student Body Vice President, Carrington Wiggum.
Greetings. My name is Carrington Mackenzie Wiggum, a third-year broadcast journalism scholar and theater minor writing all the way from the Dallas, Texas, and I humbly have the privilege to serve as a Student Government Association Vice President. So, 4 words. God is so good. First, I would like to thank the entire student body. I want to thank the original ladies of the Beta Alpha chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and to my parents. I want to thank all the people that made this movement about what it was truly about, and that is putting FAMU first. I'm extremely grateful to be here today. The 2020-2021 academic year has brought many challenges, but with those challenges, we have afforded many opportunities and learning and leadership opportunities. I would like to thank Florida A&M University for providing each and every student with a quality education, President Xavier McClinton for his leadership, hard work, support as me of his VP, and a classification that will last long beyond our administration, friendship. To the branch heads, it has been a privilege to serve our student body with you all. I cannot wait to see what we have in store for the remainder of the semester. Additionally, I would like to extend my congratulations to all the students who have continued to pivot and make educational decisions that will help fulfill their life, their dreams, and prepare them for the future. And to Ms. Colson, Ms. Mary, and Mr. Green, I thank you all for everything. Lastly, I would like to discuss the meaning of FAMU first. To us, this is more than just a catchy campaign slogan. It is our mission. We hold FAMU first and continue to make progress to keep this institution #1 in the nation. So today is symbolic of leadership, perseverance, achievement, and success that we have been able to sustain. As Vice President Kamala Harris said, anyone who claims to be a leader must speak and act with integrity and truth. And this university has granted me with the privilege to represent as a leader of those statues. Rattlers, I know that the race wasn't given to the strong nor the swift, but to the ones who endured to the end. And today is no difference because we know that the Rattlers will strike and strike and strike again. Thank you.
Please join me in welcoming Student Body President Xavier McClinton to give the State of the Student Body address.
Good evening to our esteemed guests, visiting dignitaries, alumni, faculty, staff, everyone joining virtually, and most importantly, to the Florida A&M University student body. I want to thank the Joint Ops and ESUA teams for helping us organize this event, the administration that made this possible, especially Dr. Hudson and President Robinson for joining us today, and lastly, my family that drove 3 hours to be here today on a short whim's notice. As I reflect not only on my time in the Student Government Association, but also my time at this university, there's one word that comes to mind: growth. And when I say growth, I mean not only talking about my personal growth, but referring to the growth in the Student Government Association and this university as a whole. When we ran for office last year, we told you to judge us by our acts. So I want to take some time to reflect on some of the actions that we've taken over the past year. When it comes to advocacy, we've kept our efforts to influence other decision makers as a priority to continuing to improve student life on campus. Although COVID-related budget cuts have hurt the funding for the campus rec this year, we were advocating for a $50,000 increase in next year's budget to make sure that we can keep those doors open longer. We're working closely with FAMU's Office of Government Relations and the Florida Student Association to make sure that FAMU state funding isn't negatively impacted by COVID-related state budget cuts as well. I'm even serving as the external vice chair of the Florida Student Association, where it's my responsibility to oversee the board of the 12 public universities' state legislative budget requests and lobbying efforts as well. We're focusing on sexual assault prevention legislation, addressing food and housing insecurity on college campuses, supporting the university's legislative budget request, and maintaining the funding for the Bright Futures program to make sure that our students have access to affordable education. We've worked with the U.S. Attorney's Office on ways to improve the relationship between law enforcement and the African American community. We've held seminars with financial aid to answer your questions about how your dollars are being dispersed. And lastly, we've continued to work closely with METS to make sure we continue to improve the dining experience, especially as we get ready for the opening of our brand new dining hub. When it comes to putting student life first, we fulfilled our promise of creating the Office of Diversity and Inclusion and passing legislation for it to remain a staple on our campus for years to come. Our engagement on civic issues has grown this past year, most notably through the Department of Student Lobbying and their Get Out the Vote efforts. Currently, you all helped in our efforts to get out the vote by making last election season one of the highest voter turnouts we've had, and we should take pride in witnessing an HBCU alum be elected to serve in the White House. Keeping in step with our commitment to you and student life, we're offering up to $6,000 in grants to further help student organizations as the pandemic has hurt funding opportunities for student organizations. And lastly, we promoted and continue to promote overall health and wellness during the pandemic throughout the Department of Surgeon General. Moreover, our Office of Student Welfare is working hand in hand with the Student Affairs Office to advocate for an increased university allocation to counseling services to hire more mental health professionals. Earlier this summer, Carrington and I put together a working committee on dealing with sexual assault and how we could do more to prevent it on college campus and support our victims. Even though our work isn't done, we're proud to say that we've had success by requiring freshmen to go through seminars during orientation, providing modules that students will have to take in order to join organizations in the future, and an integration of the Callisto platform to give victims additional resources. Lastly, once again, COVID has halted our plans to bring back the Campus Safe team, but you have our word. It will be ready to go as soon as we're allowed to come back on campus. To continue our administration's commitment to technology advancements and eco-friendliness, earlier this semester, I allocated over $140,000 of my CITF allotment to begin the design and renovations for FAMU's Creation and Innovation Studio that we promised during our campaign. And lastly, I serve on the Board of Trustees Construction Oversight Committee, where I've been working with administration to make sure that FAMU continues to be cognizant of our environmental footprint in all of our newly constructed buildings. Now, although this isn't close to all we've done this year, these are just a few of the key things I wanted to highlight today. So as I conclude what very well may be my final address to the student body, I want to say thank you. Thank you to the members and advisors and mentors that guided me through every step of my matriculation, especially Derek Heck, a former SGA president, vice president, and a godbrother of mine who on a cruise in December of my senior year pushed me to even consider HBCUs for the first time. He pushed me to see and realize the impact that FAMU could have on my future and the impact that I could leave at this university as well. Thank you to the professors at the institution that gave me the knowledge and mentorship and tools I needed to prepare me to go out into the world to succeed. Thank you to the brothers of the Beta Nu chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated and the Collegiate 100 of FAMU, who have been there for me every step of the journey and have supported me through my ups and downs. Thank you to my beautiful and wonderful Vice President Carrington Wiggum, who supported, consulted, and was there every time I needed her to be. I cannot wait to see what you all have in store for the next year and supporting you in every way that I can. And lastly, I want to thank my parents for supporting me every step of the way. Answering the 2 a.m. phone calls when I called, exaggerating about how bad things really were, and being there as parents and most importantly friends when I needed them the most. To the administration that's coming after me, I leave you today with 3 challenges as you get ready to continue your work and take office in the next months. Protect our vulnerable students. The COVID-19 pandemic has really exacerbated the disparities across the state of Florida and the U.S., and FAMU isn't an exception in that. We have to do more to address and provide resources for students facing food and housing insecurity and homelessness. Secondly, work hard to reinstill campus traditions and campus culture. It's been a year since we've witnessed a homecoming, a set Friday, and have gathered in the quad or in the orange room. We have a class that has not witnessed any of those and have never gotten to experience those things, and it's important that we emphasize the role that they play in FAMU's rich culture. Make sure to put time, energy, and resources into investing into the long-term sustainability of campus lifestyle and our traditions. Lastly, make sure I have some free homecoming tickets. But no, let's make sure that we continue to put FAMU first in all that we do, just as we did this year, and lean on the advice and counsel of not only those around you, but those that came before you as well. Thank you, FAMU, for the wonderful opportunity to serve you over the past 4 years. For whatever, backwards or never, FAMU today, FAMU tomorrow, FAMU forever.
Thank you for those inspiring words, Xavier, and thank you for your leadership during this difficult year. Please join me in welcoming Associate Vice President of Student Affairs and Dean of Students, Bamani Spell, and Assistant Director, Efforts and Student Union, Activities, Orientation, and Student Government, Ms. Karen Colston.
Thank you for joining us for the Student Government Association virtual inauguration. We have a few special presentations for our student leadership. It's been a very trying year in this area of the pandemic, but I applaud the student leadership for being so resilient and getting the job done. Dean Spell?
Yes, I want to thank everyone for watching tonight. Thank the dignitaries for coming in tonight, the parents, the Vice President of Student Affairs, the President of the university, and everyone watching at home. And we appreciate you taking your time with us.
Now we will have special presentations for the student leadership, starting with Ricky Rodriguez, Associate Chief Justice. Next, we'll have Marvin Lavelle, Chief Justice. Marcus Thomas, Senate President Pro Tempore. Chanel Brown, Senate President. Carrington Wiggum, Student Body Vice President. Xavier McClinton, Student Body President.
Please welcome First Lady Sharon Robinson and the 12th University President, Dr. Larry Robinson, for special presentations.
It is my pleasure to present these Student Leadership Awards to these distinguished young men and women of Florida A&M University. Let me begin with the Vice President of the Student Government Association, providing her with the Student Leadership Award for serving as Vice President of the Student Government Association for 2020-2021, Ms. Carrington Wiggum. Congratulations. I would now like to present the President's Student Leadership Award to Mr. Xavier McClinton for serving as the University Trustee, President of the Student Government Association for the year 2020 through 2021. Congratulations. I would now like to present the President's Student Leadership Award to Kamani S. Jackson for serving as Mr. FAMU for the year 2020 through 2021. Congratulations, sir. Thank you. And finally, I would like to present the President's Student Leadership Award to Ms. Erica N. Johnson for serving as Miss FAMU 2020-2021. Congratulations.
The Student Government Association would like to thank Mr. Andre Green, Dean Bomani Spell, Dr. William Hudson, and Dr. Larry Robinson for all of the support that they provide the Student Government Association. And thank you again for joining us for the Student Government Association virtual inauguration.
Thank you all so much for tuning into the 2020-2021 virtual Student Government Association inauguration. We ask that you please remain safe and always remember to protect the FAM. Please join me and please stand and welcome the 21st Mr. Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, Kamani Jackson, for our alma mater.
Of love and charity, we gather round thy noble shrine. We lift our voice in praise to thee and ask a blessing all divine. FAMU, I love thee. I'll fight and win whatever the battle be. The orange and the green, thy sons shall ever defend, and loyal to thy voice of love attain.